Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. And if you are a bigot, well, that ain't no good thing. I have some things that I want to talk about. Nothing grand or great. I have been having normal health issues for me over the past couple of days. My blood pressure has been absolutely insane. Nothing dangerous, but it's either like 130 over high 80s, or it's 100 over 50, or like last night, it was 140 over 70. Bad part about a wide range of the numbers, if you get a big gap, that means there's a lot of pressure inside of here. Well, that ain't good. But luckily, it wasn't horrific. But my blood pressure used to be stable. Then I got under Ritalin and it started going up. But at least that was normal. Now it's just... I don't know what's going on. The 12th of June cannot come fast enough. Want to go see my doctor? I have all sorts of things I want to talk about. But I have a feeling this is going to be the bulk of what we're going to talk about. Gotta love that. Anyway, though, I do have some things that I did want to talk about. The chair that I am sitting in. Finally, last night, because yesterday was payday, I was able to order a new chair on Amazon. One that's not provided by the facility here and is thus lowest cost thing. So it's nice that they provided us with a chair. I will never be unhappy about that. I think I'm the only one that's kept the chairs. So, well, I mean, when you can't go out and just buy a new one, or you don't have family that's going to go, here, we'll get you one. So what do you do? But I ordered a chair on Amazon last night, and it should arrive either tomorrow or Friday. So probably Friday. You can't get chairs like for less than like $100. So I had to spend 120 some odd bucks with fees and some odd, which was more than I expected. Oh boy. So that's fun, but at least I'll have a good chair, a better chair anyway, to sit in, so that's good. Still though, life could be worse. I could, after all, have, because of the hydraulic cannon that I'm sitting on, have the 12-inch shaft of metal inside of it be fired upward into my abdomen through my backside. It is a potential on anything like this. It is a large hydraulic thing. Ow. At least I think if I did have that thing fail in such a fashion that it fired a 12-inch spike up into my abdomen through my backside, there's a lot of important very important arteries down there. So at least I think I would pass out quite quickly from pain and then be gone. So I hope that doesn't happen. But yesterday I also went on early walkies because I wanted to get a letter mailed, and so I went out on early walkies. And it was a nice enough day. I went on a long walk, and that was good. And then I got back, dropped my letter off in the post office mailbox, went up to Walmart, bought some stuff. Was hoping... I don't know why I got so much junk in my throat right now. My apologies. Was hoping that later on I would go out for another walkies. But also acknowledging that maybe I wouldn't. Because usually I try to. If I've gone out early, I try to go out late as well. Well, last night that didn't happen. I did end up staying in here, playing video games, watching videos. I knew there was the word in there somewhere. And not doing much else. Ugh. God, my throat is sore now. And I don't think this one's GERD. It's just my throat. The more I've been talking, the worse my throat has felt. I just think there's junk in the air. It's wet and rainy outside, but it's not raining right now. All it has to be is moist outside, and there's plant matter out there, and then there's mold, fungus, and then while I don't have allergies per se, stuff can still accumulate, and I get sore throats if stuff is really thick. So who knows? That could be what's going on, but my apologies. Let's see if I can remember what I was even talking about. Oh yes, one on early walkies. There was nothing that I missed that I should have taken my tablet out for, and I still need to edit the Mouse Highways video that I took, which has maybe a minute and a half of video, so it's not going to be a very long one. But hopefully the Mouse Highways show up. But I still have that video on my tablet. I just need to suck the video off of there onto my machine and then edit them out. So hopefully, yay. And then, of course, I have become much less time blind since I've been taking my guanfacine, a mild blood pressure medication, with the off-label use of helping with ADHD. Taking it twice a day, I am just so much less time blind. If not even time blind at all at some points. Or even some days. But that doesn't mean that my concentration or memory or any other thing has gotten any better with it. There have been flashes of better memory, and I love that. There have been flashes of excellent concentration. So it's like a probability curve. I've been spending most of my time in the I can't concentrate part, which I still have a lot. Well, I'll talk about that in a minute. And then off on the other edges is the I really can't concentrate, I can super concentrate. So at least there's periods where I can super concentrate. But speaking of that, one of the reasons, again, that I'm going for my appointment on the 12th, that ringing in my ears, I'm going to possibly have to get used to the reality that it may be my new reality and that it may never go down in volume again. But it only started getting bad about 3 weeks ago. So maybe if we get my blood pressure under control, maybe if we can find out what happened and fix that, maybe my tinnitus will go back down. I very rarely feel weird mentally and physically, which is good. I usually have a low-grade headache, not always, but low-grade enough that I don't even notice that it's background noise. Only if I go, do I have... If this, oh yeah, that does hurt, doesn't it? I have to think about it to single it out in just background noise. But it's there, and it wasn't before. So I'm hoping we can figure out. I mean, we probably won't be able to. All we're going to be able to is try to do is mitigate the symptoms, and then maybe try. So hopefully, maybe kind of, but still, being less time blind is great. Having periods of great concentration is wonderful. Having periods of memory retention is great because I have been able to have a point where I think about something that I want to remember before going into a store and been able to come out of it and pick up where I had been before I went in. I can't do that very often at all anymore. And before I started taking the guanfacine like this again, I hadn't been able to without taking Ritalin. So there are flashes and periods where things are good. I mean, in no way, shape, or form do I want to ever say that my life is completely horrific. I mean, it's not great, but as my talking with my therapist about that, getting to the point where going, there are joys and pleasures in life. It is not all just unmitigated horror. I present a very, very small sliver of my life. And within that small sliver of my life, I only have a short period of time to talk about stuff. So I talk about the stuff that is on the forefront of my mind. And because of that, well, usually it's bad things that are on the forefront of my mind. So I talk about the bad things. But it's not all bad. As I have stated with, like, here with the room. Yeah, it's only 150 square feet of space. But it's a roof over my head. I'm not out there in the weather. I got electricity. I have running water. I have a toilet. I have a shower. I have places to put things, not much, but I have places to put stuff. That's good. I mean, because of my conditions, my mental conditions and such, which I never was able to figure out what was going on until like in my late 50s, but because of my mental stuff, I've never been able to claw a position in the world where I would be safe in my old age from economic issues or any kind of issues. I haven't been able to go to college and learn stuff. I wouldn't have been able to learn it. I wouldn't have been able to retain it. I've tried in community college. All of the things that would have been able to give me that hand up, I would not have been able to do without help. But in the United States, admitting that you need the help puts you in a different category where, oh, the help you get ain't all that good. Which isn't going to be any better. Really quick, though, I forgot to move my monitoring software into a position where I can see how long I've been recording. One of the things is I don't like to talk about current events because, especially right now, and especially here in the United States, current events are largely political. Or, what's coming up, they're going to be either political or climate related. Both of which are intensely depressing and I have exactly zero power over. And it's intensely depressing. And since I already suffer from cyclical depression, I try to limit my intake of current events / political stuff because, again, it's all horrific. Hearing that the Federal Emergency Management Agency, FEMA, it's been dismantled and states in the hurricane belt are being told you're going to be taking care of it on your own is bad, because in that hurricane alley are all the red states that depend on blue money. Blue states give out more than they take in. Red states take in more than they give out. It's an unfortunate reality. It has everything to do with politics, but pointing it out is not a left or right thing. It's just pointing at reality. And right now, those states that depend on that federal money flowing in are being told, you have to take care of any upcoming emergencies. These are states that are already stressed. These are states that already depend on the U.S. government giving them billions to repair things. These are states that are not going to be able to Except for, of course, they'll be able to fix up and repair around rich people's stuff and all their corporations so that the rich people can get to those. But you are going to have to figure out how to repair that road that's been washed out by the river so that you can get to work. And if you can't, of course, you don't have a job. And when will the state fix that? Well, they couldn't fix it this year, so next year they'll have to do it. But next year they're going to have the same windfall, the same lack of money, plus more problems. So there's going to be more issues that they aren't going to be able to take care of, while your washed out road just gets more and more washed out because who's going to take care of it? There's no money. So I don't talk about current events because I try not to listen to them because, oh my God, this is all depressing. And there's 3.5 more years of it. So the things I like to talk about are, hey, now No Man's Sky from Hello Games is still becoming a forever game. If for those people that are still here after my little thing there, is becoming a forever game where they are now the bases, settlements, and all that. You're now going to be able to fully have settlements under your control over multiple planets on all of them that you can control and take care of. They have done so much work in all the years that it's been out. It is astonishing. Am I sorry that I paid 60 some odd bucks for it when it first came out? Not anymore. For a while I was. But with all the updates that have continued, hokey smokes. Now, they've got a new game coming out where, like No Man's Sky, which has a multiplayer component, which I ignore entirely, it's called like a Light No Fire, and they are going to be modeling an entire fantasy Earth. And everybody, multiplayer, is going to be exploring the Earth. The entire Earth. Fantasy Earth. Not by flying over it, but by exploring it. This unexplored place. So it seems like if you like that kind of thing, and it might be technically solo, but I don't know. It's not something I'm looking forward to. If it's different from what it seems like, maybe, but not for 60 bucks, not for me. But I play a yeah, it is Marco Polo. I play an internet game of Marco Polo where I call out a secret word and listen to see if it's called back from the ether by having that word written into the comments. And the people that wrote that word down into the comments last 24 hours were Jesse Koskinen. No Man's Sky is scheduled to come out for Switch 2. So that's at least one game, so thumbs up on that. There is Girl Brush T. Thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Gus Garrett 6838. Appreciate it. I am on the net. Yes, indeed you are, and thank goodness for that. Good to see you in the comments. We have E5K8Z. Chris, will you ever settle on one name? Probably not. You wouldn't be you if you did. We have Vivid Vixen Anime. Thumbs up. And Sir Schmuckle. Yay! I know that you watch this stuff on your TV. I know it's harder for you to answer or leave comments. So whenever you can is awesome, but not expected on the daily. But thumbs up. Thank you each and every one of you that played this. I don't know where I was looking. My eyes were going crazy there. Thank you each and every one of you for having played this little game. And if you have watched this far after here's why I don't want to talk about politics, and then entering a little bit of politics to show why. rant there. If you could type box into the comments, that would be very, very cool. 2 reasons, of course. 1, blatant engagement farming to show the algorithms that people still watch the videos, and box. So very cool if you decide to play, but if you do not, thumbs up. You don't have to. I don't expect it. It's just a silly little thing that if you do, thumbs up, and if you don't, thumbs up. So very cool. Thumbs up, and thank you all. It's one of my favorite things to say and do, like, all my life, is doing that and saying thumbs up. I think I got the thumbs up part from Aliens, saying thumbs up. But I'd been doing it for, God, probably since I was a teenager. I can't stop now unless my limbs are removed. So please don't remove my limbs. Just as when I talk about silly little text things that I put up there about how I should be eaten by a snake and stuff like that. Sure, in fantasy, vor, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I would want to be swallowed whole and digested alive by a snake. But in real life, please don't feed me to a snake. Please don't remove my limbs. I have a clear divider between reality and fantasy, as all people should. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't. That's why stochastic violence is used so often by people in power. They just have to say that people are awful and terrible, and then just hope that the more unhinged people do something about it. So, yay. Anyway, though, call to power, call to action. If you could like, comment, share, subscribe, that'd be very cool. And if you are a Patreon patron, my shrieking crowd, thumbs up and thank you. This old man appreciates each and every one of you. Thumbs up and thank you. If you have left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you as well. You two are beautiful and awesome in your own ways. I read every comment that YouTube shows me, thumbs up or heart. I don't heart as many as I should, but I heart when I can remember as many as YouTube will let me, and I answer as many as my nerve compression allows. So thumbs up, thank you. It is appreciated. Well, hokey smokes, I'm going to edit, render, upload, and do the things that I have to do. Hopefully you can do the things that you would like to do as well. And if you cannot, please do not beat yourself up. You deserve better. Thumbs up for that. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and it is indeed a very, very good thing. Thumbs up and thank you for watching, if you've watched this far. And I know there are very few of you that do, so if you do, thank you so very much.